Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Wario Land 3. Here in part 4 we have the choice of 2 stages that we can do. The only 2 that we have left on our to-do list. The Volcano's base and the Pool of Rain. The Pool of Rain we already had available because of the unlocking of the vines in 3 of the stages. However, while doing one of those, in fact the one in the grasslands, we also unlocked something in the Volcano's base. Because apparently we now can actually do a kart ride there. Some sort of minecart that actually needed some wheels, and those we also found. And therefore we can choose which one we are going to do first. Doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but I think I'm going to start with the Volcano's base. The thing that actually unlocked here we did not even see yet. We have not even been to the room yet where we actually needed the wheels. But we will see it now. Oh, needed to jump, of course. No surprise that I always forget that. There we go. And then we enter this door. And here we actually find... Oh, first a sub room. Don't mind me. For some reason I remembered this actually immediately to go towards the next room. But first this sub room, of course. Go out of the way. This is where I want to be. Normally, this would actually only be a platform and nothing more. And this is for the way back, I guess. But since we have the wheels now, we can actually jump on this platform. It will also start moving around. Making some sort of kart, you might say. This is going to be annoying. Okay, luckily I didn't get flamed. Don't want to go in this room yet. To be for next time we actually go here. There's actually something else that also needs to unlock in this room, but that we don't have yet. Here's the red chest, by the way. That we actually find first, but for the key we need to go around and do the lower pathway. There's another card over here. Just remember, if you fall in this room you will actually make your way back towards the main room in this stage. You need to go around to the door again. Here is the red key. We already know where the chest is. Just need to go around again. Because it's pretty obvious we cannot go in the opposite direction. Let's skip the coin for now. It's too big of a risk with that fire enemy over here. Alright, there we are. Now let's do this one more time. And we've got ourselves the first stage of this episode. Bye! Once again, ignore the door. That's going to be for next time. Pretty obvious, as you can also see by the spot that we also saw in the Pool of Rain. There's actually going to be something else that we'll unlock here. That actually relates to the pot with the snake head on it that we see. Let's go see what we get for this one. Red chest for the Volcano's base. We get ourselves a relic. A blue relic to be precise. And therefore also giving away this is not the only one we're going to find. This treasure in particular is not going to do anything yet. And therefore let's save the game. Scratch another level of our to-do list. Only having one more left, making it easy where to go next. The next one, of course, because of it being the final stage that we can actually do, will give us something. And that is the final stage where some vines grew. The Pool of Rain, or W3. Looks like we need to go left from the start. That's where the vines actually grow. My notes checked. Also confirming I can do this one at night. Let's get started. Like I said, we need to go to the left. Get ourselves a couple of coins if I can. This doorway over here we're going to end up eventually. Because we can go in here and find out the red chest is indeed over here. So we don't have to go looking for that the moment we find the key. But for the key we need to go upward. For some reason this vine actually grows in a cave. It's even strong enough to lift a heavy rock. But we're not interested in the rock. We actually need to go through the leaves. Literally. Be careful for those, because the leaves here can actually obscure some of the gaps in the floor. Which will also make you fall down, by the way, if you fall in this room. I need to go upwards, apparently. And this looks like a dead end. Luckily, during nighttime, all of these enemies are asleep. If they're running around, it's actually a lot easier to walk into their pointy little beaks. Yeah, here you are. Alright, that went smoothly. Now, let's go down. It's a much quicker way to actually get back to the beginning, I guess. Make our way all the way left again. Into the door we already checked earlier. For a pretty quick little treasure chest. This one didn't take very long, now didn't it? Red chest. Second one of the day. And here we will find another skull ring. This time a blue one. And it looks like that's actually going to be the final one. We need two of those. The red one and the blue one. Both of them we now have. Put them together, Wario. And it will actually reveal a hidden building in the southern quadrant. And that's going to be the next stage, the Tower of Revival. One of the more complicated stages in this game. Most of all because of it being so long. And since it is the only place we can go, because of running into dead ends in every other way, it is also where we're going. New stage is going to be S3, Tower of Revival. The beginning part of the stage is actually pretty annoying. Not per se for the grey treasure, because the grey treasure just is immediately at the beginning. But it's mostly because of this being a fire puzzle. One of the first ones we actually find in this game. And in order to get every single treasure chest in this game, we need to do this fire puzzle every single time. Because as you can see, the rest of the stage you can only access after clearing this block. So we're going to do that a lot of times. But this is how the fire puzzle works. Turn yourself into Fire Wario and then make sure to jump in time. Because we actually need to light all of the torches in this room. Normally something you will do automatically the moment you jump over all of the ledges. Yeah, and as you can see, the moment they're all turned on, the fire block will disappear. That's basically how this works. And we're going to do that a lot of times during this stage. Every single treasure chest we're going to get here, we need to do this puzzle again. Let's go push the stove all the way to the left, because we need it as a stepping stone. Ignore this door for now, just remember it is here. Obviously we're going to open that one up later. The snake door. Yeah. Fall down, crouch and jump. That's your way to get over here. Next room. This is going to be the room where we find the grey key. For that we first need to avoid these guys. The stingers. They will actually make Wario float upwards the moment they hit you, so make sure they don't. Because this time around we want to go downwards. You're in the way. Oh, thank you. That way it does not matter. Oh, yeah. He jumped the gun a little bit, but this time around we do want to float upward. Make sure to actually go all the way right in time. Also make sure to avoid all of these enemies. The moment they hit you, you actually get turned back to normal Wario, making you fall down again. If you make yourself to the top right, there you will find the grey key. Well, just like in the previous stage, we already saw where the chest was, so... Let's go all the way down. Get you out of the way. Go through here, back to the previous room. Unfortunately, there's no shortcuts back down. It would have been easier if they actually made the shaft for us to fall down quicker. This door, like I said, we're going to remember for later. As you can see, we cannot press it upwards in order to go in here. The moment we find enough stuff in order to open that door up, remember it is here, in this stage. And also where it is in the stage, of course. But the first treasure we're going to find here is going to be the next upgrade. The flippers. Power up for Wario. And what do you think Wario can do with the flippers? What was one thing we were still missing in our moveset? It looks like it is time for us to learn how to swim. let's go watch the tutorial. We can now press downward in the water to actually start swimming. However, currents will still push us. We can press B in order to swim faster, but that won't work in currents. It's important to actually remember that. The game does not show that off for nothing. Apparently we can now swim in the pool of rain. And we can swim in the big bridge. Or in that case I must say under the big bridge. And those were two stages where swimming was apparently necessary in order to get somewhere. The big bridge. And this one. The pool of rain. And I'm going to do this one first. You might have seen it already. If you go downward in this stage, there's indeed a body of water. Normally we were only able to float on the surface, getting us nowhere, but now we can finally go down. And it's time for us to actually find ourselves a door. Right over there. Go away, you. Inside of this door. The return of current rooms. Remember those from Wario Land 2? The moment we start learning how to swim in Wario Land 3, we immediately get thrown into a current room. Which we're going to take to the bottom right of this room in order to collect the green key. Shouldn't be too hard to actually get here. Pretty much all of the pathways lead here, so... Next we want to go to the center right of this room. In order to continue our pathway towards the chest. Need to go around to the left again. So we can get into this current. Make it carry us upwards. And then, yeah, make sure to get into this one. And go into the door. Right. Oh, boss time. Some sort of fox ghost thing. Not sure what you're supposed to be. How did this guy work again? I think we need to throw enemies at him at some point. Oh yeah, I think this is it, yeah. The moment you shoot those spiky balls, make them hatch, and an enemy will pop out. And those we can actually kick upwards in order to hit him. And yes, they are able to bounce off the walls. That will make it easier for you. Just avoid the spiky ball, because of course that will turn you into Puffy Wario. Making you float upward and therefore failing the boss fight. Also be careful for the bounce of these things. Oh! I'm surprised I was actually able to jump over that. Oh, and 3 hits was apparently already enough. This guy did not really take a whole lot of hits. So, there we are. A green chest. And usually whenever we defeat the boss, we get an important item. A power-up we've already received, but also one of the music boxes. And this time around we simply get this. A fan. Nothing but a boring fan. It's not even an upgrade. It's not even a music box. However, still important of course. The fan will also do something. Blow those clouds away, Wario. Because that will actually be the pathway to a new quadrant. Eastern Quadrant, number 1, the Stagnant Swamp. How amazing. Apparently the fan still was very important. Awesome. 3 bosses, and all 3 of them actually gave us a different type of treasure. One of them for an upgrade, one of them for the end of the game, and one of them to unlock a new quadrant. Let's go there immediately. Of course we can go start swimming in the big bridge. Going here also sounds very tempting. E1, the Stagnant Swamp. One of many levels in the Eastern Quadrant. Looks interesting. I see a mountain, an iceberg, a jungle. But first, a swamp. The great treasure chest here is of course once again going to be pretty basic. We need to go over these trolleys in order to get ourselves to the chest. And nothing more. However, we first need the key, and that we can actually find down here. There's a big pathway of rolling Wario over here, as you can see. And that will also lead us to the grey key. Also one of the pathways that actually continues to one of the other colored chests. As you can see, there's more. But for now, that is not important. We need a grey chest and nothing more. For that, we're going backwards. One other thing of note, as you can see, this is not clear water. We can fall in here, but we're not able to swim in here. This water is actually obscured. This water is actually obscured for some reason. Also something you might actually remember. But for now, it is trolley time. Just follow the pathway of trolleys. Just remember to stay on the upper pathway. And the moment you find one that goes down diagonally, make it carry you all the way. Because we need to go into rolling animation afterwards. To get in here. And the first chest of the eastern quadrant has been obtained. Containing a flute. And that is going to be important for something we did already see at some point. Remember all of the pots with the snake heads on it. And this is going to be the item that will actually unlock that. And the flute looks different than it looked on the picture in the stage. But no matter. What are flutes sometimes used for? Enchanting snakes. One will appear in the grasslands. One will also appear in the volcano's base. Both of them we actually saw. However, there was also another one in the peaceful village. All the way at the beginning of the game. Unlocking 3 more things. Our to-do list actually becomes quite big now. There's 4 stages on it now. Which one to do first? I will actually pick the one that is all the way back at the beginning of the game, because why not? Let's return to the peaceful village. At the top left of the main part of the stage we actually saw one of these spots. And this will actually give us the ability to climb to the top of the village for the first time. And that is indeed what we're going to do. Let's collect some coins in the meantime. You might never know which blocks will actually contain some. Oh, go away. No, you don't. Alright, here we are. Here's our reptilian friend. But do be careful, they will actually breathe fire. That can turn you into Fire Wario, but this one is not per se that dangerous. You simply need him as a stepping stone in order to get to the top of the village. And I still almost got flamed. Shoo. Let's go into this chimney. Whoa. Almost got turned into Fat Wario. Even though that wouldn't have been too bad, because we still need to turn into Fat Wario. This guy is definitely not here for show. There we go. And schmack. And another one. And crack. Oh, I want that coin. Oh, oops. Ah. The fat ran out and... yeah, the one block that I actually destroyed here is not going to be enough. Because watch, there's more. In that case, let's reset the room, because I'm pretty sure I killed that cook enemy. Come on, hurry up. Stupid snakes, always so slow. Alright, sir, I need your food. First we kill him. Compliments of the chef. Alright. This is the reason why we're here, of course. Red key. Now, it's a matter of finding the red chest, of course. Come on, get out of the way. Silly enemies. According to my notes, we need to go to the next... Oh, nice, I get hit right in the lamppost. That zombie adventure didn't last very long. According to my notes, we need to go all the way to the right of the stage. But we need to go... No. Ah, stupid enemy. Your fault. Oh, and once again I got hit in the lamppost. But anyway, we want to go up. Make sure not to get confused by the enemies. Sometimes it's a better idea to just ignore them. And that way... Yeah, we make our way all the way to the right of the stage. And therefore saying, let's find ourselves the rightmost door, which is supposed to be this one. And we have entered the room where the red chest is. We can already see it down there. Now, in order to get there, we need to use Fat Wario, obviously. However, we need to use it a bit further into the room. And in order to get the chef guy to the area where we need to pound him upward. Normally our ground pound would actually suffice, but we have not actually unlocked the powerful ground pound yet. This time around, this is all we can do. And that way, get ourselves fat over here. We can crumple these blocks. Also get ourselves 10 coins in the meantime. And after some weight loss, we can go downward and finish today's episode. Looking at my time, this is going to be the final one. Our final treasure chest. It's a book. Wario is going to read, because I'm a very good reader. What this will actually do, we will find out somewhat later, because this is of course not the only treasure chest we're going to find regarding this. This blue book is going to get a repeat later on, and therefore this is not going to unlock anything quite yet. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll find out what to do next time. There's plenty of stages we still can do. 4 of them, in fact. One of them is the peaceful village again. But we've already been there just now. No need to do a stage twice in a row, I think. And besides, the treasure there is not even going to be required to unlock new things. Better idea to go somewhere else first. Probably the Volcano's base. It's the earliest of the stages we can do, so I think it's going to be this one. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode where we're going to climb more heads of snakes. Treecks out!